I want to welcome you back to Black Site, and tonight we're going to discuss the protests, the stay at home orders across America. There are many Americans who are tired of the tyrannical rule of some of the governors across America. You know, the quote, one of the greatest quotes made of all times by Ben Franklin: if you sacrifice liberty for safety, you neither deserve liberty or safety. Now, if you in some of the states across America where they tell you you can't buy grass seeds, you can't go to drive-in services, you can't buy household goods, now you understand how a tyrannical rule would look in America when one person has centralized power in a state to where one person can make all the decisions, not the state legislator, okay? Not the common council, not the county executive. You see some of the most draconian laws and rules being enforced across this nation without the consent of the people. I know many of you saying, well, this is the right thing to do during a pandemic. Some of the rules are perfectly right, but some of the rules that they are making are power grabs. And you know, we have a thing in the union. Once you give up something to the corporation, you may never get it back. And a lot of these governors are feeling power that they would not ever have in their life. And they might not want to give it back. And this is why you see people protesting. People are saying, well, these people are sick, they're racist, they're this, they're that. Let me tell you something. A lot of people have been out of work for a month. They're seeing bills come in. They're seeing that they don't have enough food. They're seeing their savings go away. And basically they say, hey, I can't deal with this. We got to go back to work. And when your food is running low and you got to feed your babies, the first thing you thinking about, I got to work. Now, a lot of people say, I just want to sit at home. Well, you must have a lot of money to sit at home. But a lot of people don't. You got more than 50% of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck. And they cannot afford to be at home for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, even though they're receiving unemployment. Now, if you understand something about unemployment, you have to understand each state has different unemployment rules. Some states give out a large amount of money, some don't. You got some states, the highest you can get is 300, you get 600, that's 900, and you may be making 16, 70, $1,800 a week depending on who you are. So you don't have enough money to take care of your bills and feed your family. No, I know it's plenty of people out there like Fauci and them said, we have to stay out until at least May 1st, which is fine. But a lot of people can't do it. If you own a small business, and now that you see the payment protection plan has run out of money, and you have to restart that business up, and you know how difficult it is to restart a small business, where now you're going to have a huge problem. People are not going to want to come out and be in large crowds. So you're going to see a lot of businesses basically go out of business just because of the virus. And secondly, the most dangerous thing about us being stay-at-home order, and I'm going to tell a lot of people who work in corporate America, you know corporate America constantly reassesses their workforce, if you didn't know that. Sometimes it's done every 4 months. And what they're doing right now in corporate America, which is going to be scary, they're recessing their whole corporate structure. Those executives at the top, local level. What can we do without Not what we can do to say. They said, what can we do without? So basically, if they said the work is getting done with a certain amount of people at home, well, maybe this corporation employs 25,000. They gonna say we can get the same job done with 15. So here you go, 10,000 people without a job. This is what happens when you stay at home and you're not working. Now, most people believe that when they go back to work, it's going to be a job. Now, they may play it off for 1 or 2 months, but once they get the information back and see what they can do with the amount of people they have at work, oh, you gone. And let me tell you something. They're going to use this virus to restructure their whole corporation. And they're going to say, well, the reason why we laid off 10,000 people was because of the virus. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be they're going to restructure. They're going to say billions of dollars getting the work done in which they saw during this pandemic that they can do. This pandemic is going to hurt millions of American workers ways they never even thought of, because they're not thinking how the man upstairs in corporate America thinks. See, everything is about the bottom line, dividends, stock shares. And when you give somebody an opportunity, when you give them 2, 3, 4 months, like I said, for reassessment, you got a problem. And a lot of Americans gonna have a problem, and they won't have a job. Now, there are people out there saying that these people are bad. Let me tell you something, what these people know. See, some people are not on the inside. If you know how corporate America works, you ain't gonna have no job. Now, you will have a job in the state, the city, and the county. Those jobs will be okay. Which a lot of black people in general work in those areas. But when you in that corporate structure, man, I feel sorry for a lot of people. And I know what's going to happen to small businesses. Small businesses depend on people coming in to their business daily to support their businesses. A lot of them are going to go under because they live on the margins. When you live on the margins in a small business, you have to have a certain amount of people who come to your business every day. Usually they have that. You know, they have the requisite data to show them who comes to their business. If you start cutting that in half or a quarter, there is no way small businesses are going to survive. And small businesses are the backbone of America. Most people are employed by businesses with less than 500 employees. This pandemic is going to be devastating to America. And even if we come out of it by next year, unemployment is going to be extremely high. For the simple fact is this is how it's going to work. Corporate America is going to show no more mercy. They see this as an out. They see this as a way to get rid of thousands of employees and get government welfare. So government is going to have to clamp down on some of these corporations if they're giving them government welfare. This is why so many people out there protesting. They think this is some kind of, they know what's going to happen. See, it's people out there that's knowing. It's some people who don't know. They just think you gonna just keep, that good job that you had in corporate America, it might be gone by the time this pandemic is over. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.